Okay, I'm that fuzzy cat.
And I'm Phil Mill, and King DeDeDe looks stoned in that picture.
Well, he's giving us the peace sign. Cracker or fall, Phil?
Let's go for the eyeball.
Cracker. Fall! If Kirby hits things with its face down, they will die instantly. Like so.
And you won't take any damage either.
Yeah. And inflated Kirby, you don't have to be inflated to touch him. But it kills all enemies and gets you the points for them too.
A lot of duplicate Kirbys in this game.
Cracker does have a new move. He has a figure 8 move that he can do. He has to swoop down more too. Doesn't want to do that figure 8 move though.
Yeah, he's faster, I think. With his swooping.
And I want him to do the figure 8 move. Let's show everyone. Although I didn't care for that. Cracker's not cooperating. So he must die.
Yeah, he's faster. Almost got you there. One hit left.
Well, I guess I don't have to ask you to choose.
One hit. Hopefully you can get some health before the boss.
Okay, that's a mouse that's gonna attack me. And evil brooms that do nothing. You can get that power-up in one of the Kirby games. And it's the most useless of all the power-ups.
As it should be. Oh no. Don't forget the power-up of sleep.
Yeah, but that's you're forced to use. You can actually choose when to use broom if it's swallow it. So you can tell which one you're fighting, because one has a bow and one doesn't have a bow. Hence their names are Falala and Fololo. From the Adventures of Lolo, trying to save his girlfriend.
Fololo's the one with the bow, by the way.
Yeah, Lolo's the one that's not without the bow, and the one with the bow is pink. There's the only death you will probably see in this game.
I think you got beat by a girl.
There's no shame in getting beat by a girl, especially if it's Samus.
Oh yes, Samus. Possibly the toughest girl in video games.
The people who wrote the book didn't know she was a girl. Because they kept on saying he when they referred to Samus in the instruction
I think it was actually, in the Nintendo, I think it was actually just a secret to the end, because obviously the people that worked on the game knew what happened at the end.
Even though there's a password you could put in when you play as the true Zero Suit Samus, the bikini.
Either way, they knew. It was all just a secret, big mystery. And it feels really weird when you find out.
Now, I beat all the bosses. Where do I go? Can't go over here. Can't go over here. Can't go over here.
I think you go in the picture.
And can't go over here. Yep, the picture is the door.
Stoned King DeDeDe.
And you fight him in a wrestling ring. He will either try to inhale you or fall on you when he gets over here.
Wrestling ring, boxing ring, one of those
Like
things.
so. He has a hammer, where he'll either try to hit you and knock out a star, which you use as a weapon against him, or he'll jump in the air and try to swing the hammer at you.
King DeDeDe has more health than all the other bosses.
Yep, he also can run at
As
you.
he should be. He has a variety of moves, and he mixes them up somewhat frequently.
Yep, he can inhale you. He can also float later in the other games.
Now, if you ask me, he's harder than any of the other bosses, which is good. The final boss being the hardest. It's the way it should be.
The way it's not in most games, though.
Yeah, and in a lot of games they don't do that right, but in this game at least they did that right. This is just a short little game, you know.
Yeah.
Getting Kirby, his start.
And how Kirby got his name is kind of odd. It may have to do with the Kirby Vacuum Company, because Kirby inhaled like a vacuum. Or it could be by lawyer John Kirby. Nintendo was sued by Universal Pictures for making the game Kong, Donkey Kong. And they said that they owned the rights to the word Kong. The word Kong was in public domain.
So they lost.
And John Kirby found that out. So Universal lost and countersued Nintendo. Nintendo countersued, and so did every other company that they tried to sue for having their own Donkey Kong game, like Atari, who had their own version of Donkey Kong.
So Kirby's name could be a tribute to that lawyer.
Yeah. It did say that John Kirby one day went to the mailbox and got a copy of a Kirby game in his mailbox, and he got a kick out of it. That's all it said. So, and with that hit, DeDeDe dies. But he comes back in every other game.
You went pretty far. That was a close final fight. You were only one hit.
Yeah, but he was really close to touching me. But touch damage is one of those things. One of those things that needs to die in a fire. Kirby gets really, really inflated by the power of the stars and saves all the food.
Man, the only reason he did that is so they wouldn't eat him. He's a big enough marshmallow, he'd be feeding them for years. And then you get the great ending of old games.
Sunday was a programmer.
So if you want to add a Kirby game to your repertoire of games that you've beaten, and you just want an easy one, fast one, this is the one you should play.
Special thanks to Bubby.
It's still a relatively fun game. I'm not saying it's
Cypher.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's very easy.
And so many players. They thank you for playing.
That's nice of them.
And presented by Hal Laboratory Inc. and Nintendo. Thank you for playing. Thank you twice. Kirby falls and the stars don't save him, but the castle.
Oh, Kirby's fine.
Bye-bye.
That's a cool cinematic for the end. More than what most old games gave you.
But, good job. Press up and select on the title screen to start a new adventure. Good luck. There's DeDeDe. And I'm not sure if I can go back to the main screen, because these buttons don't seem to be working. Maybe DeDeDe has to stop freaking out.
Oh, he's throwing a tantrum.
You can hear me pressing the keys, it's not doing anything.
That's too bad.
So, to get back to the start, you reset it. Up, A, and select. Extra game.
And here is the extra game.
I'm only going to show part of it.
It doesn't look different so far.
It's fairly similar. These guys are faster when they jump. There's a chicken instead of a chick.
It's just a harder version of the game. Same.
Yeah, I've already lost half my health.
Mainly same enemies and.
Instead of fighting a Cappy, you're fighting a cupcake.
Yeah, everything's harder in one way.
Woo! Look at that thing. And health items only give you. Oh, they still give you 2. I thought they only gave you 1. Those things just look weird.
Yeah, you can lose health pretty fast in these, but it's not terribly hard either. But
it's just harder because you're not used to it.
Yeah, you could get used to it fairly quick. There's the first mini boss, which has got that move now.
Yeah, he had that in Kirby Superstar, but
that move's a hard one to avoid.
Maybe this is where the bosses have those extra moves I was talking about.
Yeah, I like the music of this game. This level is really good.
Well, it was remixed for Grassy Greens on Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
So it's much harder, because I died in the first level.
Pretty far in the first level, but...
It's the first level, it's not that long.
Yeah.
And that's about it. See you next game.